Kwali will have to rely primarily on this community borehole. Sophia Dengo, CCTV, Kwali, Nigeria.
Now, provision of affordable clean water is high on the agenda in South Africa at the moment, especially as the country endures its worst drought in decades. One company, though, is seeking to tap into the growing demand for water by conjuring it out of thin air. Julie Shire explains.
It's by far our most precious resource, but it's a commodity that's undervalued and misused every day. This year's United Nations World Water Day theme is Better Water, Better Jobs, and it aims to create work and awareness while developing a sustainable and greener economy. There is one South African company that is trying to change the way we get water, and they're managing to make tons of pure drinking water without tapping into South Africa's precious water resources. And their machines are tapping into an alternative process that simply harvests the humidity from the air.
We make water where it's necessary. We don't take water to where it's necessary. Africa is probably our biggest client, followed by every other country in the world except South Africa. South Africa just isn't seeing it, and the answer is right under our noses. It's right here. It's cheap. It's far cheaper than desalination. It's pure, and it's accessible to everybody.
We've done our sums, and within 24 months we can solve the water problem in South Africa. There's huge amounts of shortages of water throughout this country. Instead of the logistics of moving water to these areas, our machines can be placed there, and that will be the final solution, and everybody will have water.
The technology is not new, but the company was the first to make home units available. And with South Africa experiencing its worst drought in 30 years, demand has risen, and the company's operations have grown. It now employs 300 people and will soon be hiring another 600. But harvesting water from air is not only proving to be a profitable and sustainable business that generates jobs, it's changing the playing field for some restaurateurs.
We used to buy bottles of water and sell it in the shop. Now we can just make our own water. So it really brought down a lot of costs, actually. And now it actually generates money, so in that way it brought down costs even more. We all just take it for granted all the time. And only now people are starting to realize, because of the water shortages, that, water is actually a very valuable resource and it's a very precious commodity. And having a machine like this that can actually make water out of air, having a reliable drinkable water source is everything.
Around 650 million people, almost 10% of the world's population, don't have access to water. This company believes it has found the answer. Julie Shara, CCTV in Durban, South Africa.
Well, much of the Arab world celebrates Mother's Day on March 21st, in contrast with the more internationally recognized dates. Now, Sudan's Ministry of Justice held a celebration for 12 prisoners set free earlier from a women's jail in Omdurman area in the capital, Khartoum. In addition to the usual gifts, mothers in Sudan received dresses from their children in a show of appreciation. For the prisoners, however, spending time with their children and families certainly provided much satisfaction. One of the prisoners released even read a letter from her son.
People are all celebrating, and I am one of them. I will tell you, your meal is the most delicious meal. Your heart is the most beautiful heart. No present can compare with you. Mom, you are the best person in the world.
Your sports news still ahead on Africa Live. Nigeria and England in a battle for Arsenal started. Alex Iwobi's national loyalty. England's Football Association is making a last-minute bid to stop Arsenal wonder kid Alex Iwobi committing his international future to Nigeria's Super Eagles. The Nigerian-born youngster reported to the Super Eagles camp in Abuja yesterday ahead of a crucial African Cup of Nations qualifier with Egypt. More on that story now from CCTV's Kelechi Mekelam.
Alex Iwobi is a youngster in the center of a tug-of-war between England and Nigeria. He's also a nephew to former Super Eagles captain J.J. Okocha. Although a native of Nigeria, he also holds a British passport. Iwobi landed here in Abuja yesterday after he ignored a last-minute attempt by the English soccer body to persuade him against traveling to Nigeria. The weekend encounter with Egypt is key in cementing Iwobi's relationship with his birth country, Nigeria. Although Britain had hopes of Iwobi playing for the English national team, that hope would be dashed should Iwobi play